We're from the same area, you know what I'm saying? We met on a station called Phase One, which was a pirate station. Groove was on a show at midnight, and I did the daytime show. The guy that was running the station, he started up at night. We met because we were the only DJs playing house. We done a little kind of basement party that used to go on after raves. So all the big acid house nights at the time, we used to do the after parties basically. That's how we kind of gelled, you know, it was a business thing as well. You know, when I was playing music, Groove used to be on the door and vice versa. We just bonded from then, do you know what I mean? And it's crazy because time's gone so quick. I think it's the longest lasting partnership in dance music, really.
Let me hear you scream.
Well, you have to remember we are the originators of drum and bass, trying to mix house music with breakbeats, and this is how you got this formulation of jungle. And you know, we kind of changed the terms of that. We changed that with dance music, with our form of dance music.
And I've been there from the old school and seen things transform and change to the current form. Changes every kind of year. You see something new being added to it, a new sound, a new way of doing things.
I think in the past 2 years the sound has changed for the better, you know, so much. Drums are starting to get a lot lighter and more stripped out. A lot of emphasis is going back on the bottom end of the tunes, which is great, you know. It's called drum and bass for a reason.
The rave scene's got healthier, it's got bigger, it's grown over time, and it stood the test of time. I mean, there's a lot of other genres that have been and come in the time that jungle and drum and bass has been about. It's just testament to the artists, to the people, and more importantly to the ravers, yeah? As long as people keep skanking out to it, I'm sure there's going to be people still producing the right vibes.
There's a lot of kind of little groups and little pockets that like what they do, and so they've kind of turned into mini sound systems. Born on Road, which is doing their thing, and Shadow Demon, which has been going for a long time. There's Jungle Warriors now. Benny Page is doing his thing, and he's always been into the whole jungle thing. And Aries, who's, you know, award-winning jungle DJs. These groups are getting huge. It's an interesting development because it's never really happened before.
New jungle sound that's been coming through the past sort of 10 years, which I think sort of like us and Benny and Aries and Jackie and people like that really sort of, you know, push forward.
Drum and bass is a music that, you know, it appeals to all races, all colours, all creeds, man and woman, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Drum and bass raves are firing, but the scene is healthy, very healthy.
We've got this whole new wave of ravers as well at the minute as well, which is amazing. And their outlook on what they want to hear is different as well now. Deep and low tunes, you know, they're all about them low subby tunes, and the engineering around from some people at the minute is just insane.
I've been listening to sound systems from I was about 14 years old. I used to follow a sound. I used to sneak out of my house and go to Peckham or Brixton and go and listen to Saxon or Nasty Rocker or whatever was going on at the time with my friends.
I used to go to the local town hall, which was Brixton Town Hall, and they used to have these clashes, and they used to have 4 kind of local sound systems.
It was mainly about who could bring the biggest set, the biggest bass bins, and who had the best MCs.
And you know what they do, they play 3-4 tracks each, and the crowd used to just go mad for it.
It's all about having the freshest, the newest, what everybody else can't get tunes. Those kind of tunes, the one-offs, the specials.
Dubplate culture comes from that because it's all about having unreleased versions of tunes.
So that was mainly what sound system culture was built around, the music. And at that time it was reggae. Now we've moved it on a bit, you know, we've had grime clashes, we've had all kinds of clashes. Now it's time for the jungle clash.
Me and my brothers gone through enough sound clashes on Unity Sound. You know, it's clashed some of the biggest sounds from England, some of the biggest sounds from Jamaica. So sound clash is nothing new to me. It's something that I've grown up in.
You know, obviously it's a different type of music, but it's the same format, it's the same thing. Bring your dub plates, bring your exclusive tunes, and you have to have the talk as well. So Jungle Warriors, we've got all that in abundance, so, you know what I mean? So we're ready for the war.
So everyone's going to come to the table with something different and something you've never heard before. Different from going out and hearing the same tunes all night. You're not going to hear the same tune twice.
I've been involved in a couple of sound clashes at Trinity, but nothing serious like this, you know, like Solo Banton, Aries, Kelvin. They've been telling me to watch all the VHSs of Sting, trying to get in those old clashes with Bounty Killer and Ninja and Super Cat. Oh man, they've been getting me so gassed with this stuff.
This time we've got 4 of us going head to head. It's going to be crazy. Loads of our friends, loads of people that we know and our people from the scene for years, so we're expecting a mad night.
I think this is going to be the first time that anybody's done a drum and bass sound clash like this, like the Jamaican sound clashes, you know, with 2 stages, 2 sound systems. That's how it was always done back in the days, and I think it's the first time we've seen it in the UK, especially for drum, bass and jungle. As far as what we're going to bring to the table, lots of dub plates obviously. Can't say too much about it, but we're working away really hard. You'll just have to come along on the night and I promise we'll put on a show.
Loads of special versions and remixes and dubs for all my lovely friends.
Spend some money, put your hand in your pocket, you know, spend some money on some big boy dubs and come with the real thing. Don't know, oh, this tune, that tune, that tune. It has to be heavyweight, it has to be serious, not the thing to play, you know. The reputation is at stake, so come with it.
Enough of them don't grow up on Sound Clash, they don't hear about Sound Clash and know about the new Sound Clash, but we come through Sound Clash from the 80s. Ragga Twins, Kenny Ken, Remark, Potential, Bad Boy. See, when it comes to Sound Clash, you know, when I play Axe Enough Bomber Clap, boy, I say, oh, Ragga Twins, Demon Rockers and Flinty Badman. We grew up in a Sound Clash, see? What a night!
This is, you know, Printworks, which is one of the best venues in England or in Europe. That's in itself is a big deal. Getting these 4 groups down together. No, they're all serious about this as well, you know, they're all getting dub plates done, which is getting exclusive versions of tunes, because that's what it's about.
It's wicked, love it in there. Just an amazing light show, wicked layout. Do you know what I mean? Wicked sound system. Yeah, can't fault it. Definitely, like, it's definitely in my top, like, 3 venues in the country.
Everyone I bump into says it's going to be banging up there, and I've had a look online and I think it's going to be perfect for a clash like this, you know.
I've heard loads of good things, I've seen things on YouTube, I've seen sessions going on in there, it looks amazing.
It's one of those venues that's always been on the tick list. As soon as it opened, as soon as I see the light show, the size of the venue, all the hype about the place, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's definitely going to be one of my highlights this year, for sure.
Man's got to come creative on this thing, so
We're going to lock the door because a sound can't get out until you're dead, until the hearse pull up.
What we're looking to do is we're looking to shot dubs, and that's all I'm going to say on that matter.
It's going to be proper funeral dead business. We're going to lock off.
My team has got some serious heat in store, so I'm just excited to just let the music do the talking and just see what happens.
All friends, but on the night, you're my enemy. I'm coming to bury somebody.
Yeah, it's all love, but rest in peace.